Hello and welcome to another part of Press A to Die Does Prepare to Die edition of Dark Souls. I will be wondering why I'm over here in Darkmoon Tomb. I might have cut the warp out here because I was getting frustrated with the forest gang. The reason why I'm over here is I am here for Gwendolyn's blood, pretty much. I didn't get to do many invasions around here at all, and I kind of thought this fight would go a lot worse than it was. I just cut out about 5 minutes of wandering around there, deciding whether I was going to do it or not. In the end, yes, I decided to fight Gwendolyn here. Now, I was assuming that I probably might die, and that would be enough just to piss him off, and then I would just open this area up for invasions again. However, I'll just go for it, and if I manage to succeed, then so be it. That's another little bit of this game done. So it's Gwendolyn or bust right now. We are going to either kill Gwendolyn or he's going to kill me. One shot only. If he survives, then he will be around. I won't kill him until New Game Plus. And if I win, then I probably will just not come back down Alondor because this is done now.
What foolishness.
So, we have transvestite in the dress. Quite as funny as Eddie Izzard, but to make do.
Mark the words of myself.
And hopefully this counts as a sin as well. So even though I haven't actually got indicted or anything, I think this counts as a sin. This does get the Darkmoon blades after you. I believe. I might be wrong on that. But I have not fought Gwendolyn. This is probably the least fought boss I've ever done. I think I've fought him like twice before. So I'm a little bit rusty, and I kind of know to hide behind pillars. What did I say? That's not really how you do it. You see, I sort of learn as this fight goes on. And you'll see me start weak and get stronger. So his best chance to kill me will be at the beginning here. So I'm kind of just running towards him because that's how this battle goes. I am fairly good at avoiding those big bolts, and I don't think I've ever been hit by those crossbow bolts yet. But those ones there, those are the ones that give me trouble. See the amount of damage they do. So I managed to get to cover, heal up. A couple of duty style, though I say. See those crossbow bolts aren't really going to hit me. And I thought I was in cover there, but clearly not. And he got away from me. So just off the bat, we're not doing too well. I've only got 4 Estuses left. And, wow, did one of them actually just hit me? Amazing. I guess I blocked the rest, so it wasn't that much of a deal. I am actually closing the distance on him for once. He really managed to get me. You see the running attack there with a one-handing running attack. That does a fair chunk, but not as much as a two-handed, that's for damn sure. There I figure out I can just roll through the damn thing. So I am learning very quickly, and I'm closing the distance quicker each time. And there I get to two-hand attack, and that lets me attack 3 times and pretty much knocks half his health off. So I'm just going to heal up here, and I'm pretty sure Gwendolyn is on the ropes here, because he is not really going to be lasting much longer. Just dodging like a boss. Tries to escape, hit him, and just carry on trucking right through. This is how I should have done it from the start. And I can just roll through all that crap. I didn't even see that coming, but I avoided it anyway, because fast roll is awesome. Took a face full of magic there. I think that it'll be the last time he touched me. He's trying to escape! But, like 4 Kings, you can still attack him just while they're still there. He actually teleports away, so he doesn't have quite a large window as 4 Kings does, so that is Gwendolyn defeated. So Anno Londo is going to be a non-invasion spot for me by the looks of it. That is the last boss, I think, that is around these parts. As you see, this is still my first character. I haven't moved on to any other characters yet, so I'm still getting achievements. And the reason I wasn't getting achievements in the earlier part of the videos is because I turned notifications off. However, after invading in the forest, I noticed a few messages at the time of recording, so I turned them back on just so I won't miss them. And also some co-op messages as well. Now we've got the Sunlight Blade there. Never going to have enough faith to use it. And that's kind of what I said. Valkyr's Talisman kind of sucks, because as soon as you have enough faith, 30 faith to use like miracles like that that actually use proper scaling and stuff. I skipped a bit. You don't need it. You might as well use a different talisman that will have better scaling. So 30 faith, you need like 60 intelligence to actually have a better. That's off the top of my head. Don't quote me on that. But so we've got the painting guardians here who actually just munch through the halberd here. I'm on my way to the painting. Obviously, I realised I hadn't actually done this bit yet. There is nothing I don't think I actually need in the painting at all. I am literally just doing it to see if I get invaded. Some dudes over here. Now the painting guardians are, I've got a little bit more respect for them after I sort of, not cosplayed one, but had like an inspiration for one of my characters for it. It's not a painting guardian cosplay because they have 0 poise and just sticking a wolfling on kind of still on a cosplay. So I have used a sort of build with the painting guardian sword now, and it kicks ass. It does get a bit overshined by the gold tracer, but it's a nice weapon. It's really light. I like it. So here we go with the painting, and as you see here, when it shows the entire painting just for a second here, I watched this cutscene again for some reason. I'm not quite sure. I forgot I was skipping cutscenes. See there? The perspective it's got, the rope near the corner there, and the way it looks up on the hill. You'll see something I noticed just while editing this video. While we do it, I'll forget something. There I go. Flapping bare feet. See the perspective there? Camera's right by the rope. Bam! I never noticed before, but the way you're facing is also exactly the same perspective. The camera automatically like starts that position. I hadn't noticed that, and it's a nice detail. Everybody who probably knew that already, but I didn't. I thought that was cool because you start off facing a particular direction, not just straight up, so it gets the rope in the camera. I think that's awesome. The little details, man, that make this game so good. So we are in this place, and I always tend to get the toxic event here. I just level up my faith there because I have a miracle there. I believe that. It looks like 4, so it might be heal. I won't be doing 12 in this area. But for those of you who don't want to see a lot of time wasting and faffing around in this place, feel free to pretty much skip most of this video. All of this video is me doing the painted world. Not particularly well, not particularly. There we go, got some force. Just trying this stuff out. And I literally, the reason I'm doing it is because I'm doing it human. I'm just testing it out right now. This is the first time I've used force. I've used Wrath of Gods before, but I haven't used force, so I'm sort of getting used to it a bit. But, after being ganked in the forest, having a little like thing to make some space for me, it's pretty good. And I'm wondering if I don't think it'll actually push me to the floor. I got so enjoyed just doing that I actually died. So it's going to be interesting to actually try that out on some people. I don't think it actually pushes people to the floor. It kind of just staggers them, which is enough for me. I don't want people to, because I would assume that most people would either try and dodge it or back off from it. So it would be nice to make some space for myself with that. Plus, the benefit of deflecting sorceries is also kind of cool. So I'll be trying to do that at some point. I'm not quite sure about force. I will be testing it out a bit more as the time goes on. But yeah, as I was saying, I will be doing the whole of Painted World human. I will be doing it all just kind of a stall tactic to get invaded. And I'm sorry guys, spoilers, I don't get invaded. I am level 70 something, 71, 72 right now, and I do the entirety of the Painted World waiting to get invaded. I think that prime spot is like 50 plus for the Painted World. I don't get invaded the whole time, so I will not be offended if anybody wants to skip this video if they're looking for the PvP stuff, because this is not going to happen, and I don't do a particularly great job of showing you how to do it. So I've got my heals, cool. Now Valkyr's talisman is actually good for healing, the low level heal there, but you still got 12 faith to actually use heal. but you're coming off a 44 intelligence stat, that's actually worth it, I think. So we have this little issue coming up here, and I always get better the more I'm playing World of Animus. As in the beginning bit here is definitely the hardest bit, and I think I have forsaken my halberd for some reason. I'm not quite sure. I will definitely need the reach of the halberd to not get toxic from the other things unless I backstab. I don't have the charcoal resin, unfortunately. And a funny thing about charcoal resin and those things is like everybody knows that, or as most people know, that if you use a charcoal resin to kill those toxic things, they don't toxic. I've tried it with fire claws and chaos claws. It doesn't work with fire claws and chaos claws. It needs the charcoal resin. That doesn't make any sense to me, or whatever. So, as we are doing a PvP build, we are here for a dry finger. That will help quite a bit, actually. In case I get invaded, it's a PvP item. To be honest, people will say that's probably more important than binoculars. But to be honest, I think binoculars are probably more important. To an honourable soul like myself who like to describe themselves as not being combatant. To the honourable people. Getting some more humanity, because I don't know about the abyss yet in Ulusile, so I'll be killing rats. Hello! Wow, where did these guys come from? So you see, I'm going for the backstab there to avoid the toxic. Yeah, I managed to do it. So I was lucky. Of course, it doesn't always work, because you can backstab them while they're facing a wall, and you kick them away, and they just don't go anywhere, and you toxic yourself anyway, so it's not a foolproof plan. You definitely want the charcoal resin. I'm looking at the humanity there, which I kind of want. I do actually edit it out, a sequence in this where I try and blind fire my heavy soul arrow and try and knock it down. Because I think you can knock it down with arrows, but you can't knock it down with magic. And I literally spent about 10 minutes trying to do it. But I edit all that out, if you don't need to see it. I just rest assured you can't do it. And I'm trying to get the backstab on this dude. I don't think I have much in the way of poison heals, or toxic heals, whatever the hell this is. It's nice that the dagger there has some nice critical damage as well, so that's coming into play too. I like the fact that the dagger here is sort of, it has the critical damage, so it's more viable than not in like critical parrying and stuff, but it's not like a hornet backstab from a rapier or something. It's sort of, it's there as a supplement to your arsenal that you can use, but it's not like the only reason you got. And that's kind of why I like where Quasi-Fufu's going after making some min-max characters, which are just min-max to the hill, and they focus on one thing and doing the one thing amazing. Having a character like Quasi-Fufu, which is not particularly good, but is a jack of lots of trades, and obviously dexterity and strength, but I have a lot of tricks in this, and it makes for a very kind of flexible way of fighting, which I kind of like. And we are in a very hot PvP spot right here. There's a lot of people put down their red soapstone signs because it's up at the top of the stairs, which is also another thing I'll be here to get. And it's great that I went through the fog wall and left myself open to I guess they activate there, so maybe I didn't. I was going to say, but I'm going to open up the shortcut. I'm going to go fight Jeremiah. Or I'm going to go back to the bonfire. I really don't need to go to the bonfire, so hopefully I'll run off and yep, straight to Jeremiah. It's been a headache some of the time. To be honest, the biggest headache Jeremiah will be is when you want to use the freaking notched whip for some reason or whatever, and he falls off the damn cliff. Also, you can't parry him apparently. I did not know that, and consider myself educated. That's not a fault on my part. I am learning. So that's what you do, guys. You don't just play the game the same all the time. You get to learn. Or maybe you can parry them. I don't know. That was not that particular move because it kind of just holds it into you and like puts it out on you like putting out a cigarette. That'd be pretty hard to parry. Ooh. I'm getting backstabbed from weird angle. Jeremiah's gonna crash the party anytime. There he is. Not much of a threat. Absolutely anything without poise, it's kind of fake. Blood backstab, you know. Doing nothing I do to red phantoms. It's not like they have an AI that can be forward and see how little that would do. I do like the North Flip, it's quite good. Yeah, good. I mean, I say good. It does suck, and people are right to say that it sucks in PvP, but it has two qualities. One, it can't be parried. Two, it has bleed. Those things on paper are enough just to make me go, maybe it is worth it. It has crappy range, crappy movesets, crappy damage, but you know, can't be parried, can bleed. I'm just putting that out there. It's that's almost like gold dust, those two things together. But of course, with anything, it can be easily beaten by a very easy tactic because it doesn't have damage. You can literally just out DPS it with anything. So we are going down, I believe, from here. Fight those guys. Yeah, I go down to the skeletons here. As you can imagine, somebody with a dagger with not a lot of health versus bone wheel skeletons, this goes about as well as you think. I'm not bad at fighting bone wheel skeletons, but it seems to piss me off. You can see just how. See, I'm not even doing much damage. Yeah. That's what I like the two-handed attack, sort of a heavy attack on the dagger. Very quick. Doesn't do much damage, but it's very quick. And that doesn't help, the fact that when they are in the wall like that. I came just around the corner as I was leaving. I managed to get away from it. And how the hell did he turn around so fast? I think from here on in I realised that the knife is not the best for that kind of thing. There you go. If we're going to do PvE, let's do PvE properly. There's my souls. Yeah, I think I might be about to get gangbanged. Whoop, 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 look out. Oh, those two. I managed to kill them both, but oh well. I'm going to jump straight back down in the well. Whee! Round two. I think I might use my shield this time a bit better. No, I think the killing these things fast is no idea with them. I don't know what strategy would be the best for them, because they are absolutely just nightmares. Wham! That's good. Do I dare heal, or am I going to go careening out the darkness? I just got to heal him. Trapped in the corner, so that's good. Now, an interesting point about this well, this little shaft of light coming down here. I've looked for where it is above, and I can't find it anywhere. And sometimes when you activate the spear guys that huddle around that statue you just saw, you can find them down here. I don't know how the hell they make it down here. I would have thought they might have somehow fallen down that hole. It's got the light. I've got a hula hoop stuck in there. It's cool. But I've looked everywhere for that little bit of light, or the hole in the ground that falls through, and I can't find it anywhere. So I don't think that's actually like a real part of the world. So I'm not quite sure what that's about. And we get the NX key, which is not important to this character. You get Valkyr's rapier, which I don't think I've got enough dex to use, to be honest. It's a nice weapon. It's got an interesting moveset, which is being polite. And yes, the enemy that does not attack just toxics me, and there we go. That pyromancy right there is the reason why I am on New Game Plus and one of my characters is soul level 30. God damn it, why do they only give you one of those per goddamn playthrough? But it doesn't matter. It is kind of fun being less than soul level 30 and summoning dudes to fights in New Game Plus. I'll have to show that again, that's another thing for another day. I am completely lost by the looks of it right now. As you see, I'm trying to stall out, hopefully getting invaded. I think from here I might make my way up to the top to get some red soapstone. I will use the red soapstone. Usually I use that thing in the Undead Burg, but the Undead Burg is where you want to go if you really want to fight. They are... you get the gank fights in like the forest. You get... I think probably the most popular area is probably Seal Township. But if you want a real proper fight against decent people, for the most part, you're going to want to go in the Undead Burg. But of course, as soon as people start figuring that out, all the ganking idiots and all the, I hate to say scrubs because it's not a very good word, but that's the closest I can get to it, that they will invade the Burg at some point. But as it stands at the moment, yeah, the Burg is a very high level skill. I mean, not high level as in soul level, but a high level in terms of skill area to play as. And you see there, I am getting thwarted by a pew. So I got no business being in the Burg right now. So we made it to the annex, and this, I guess I went back to the bonfire just to get rid of my toxic status, because that was going to piss me off. Even though toxic doesn't really do that much damage from those things, not compared to like the blow dart dude. Okay, well, Velka's rapier there. I think I might have a little gander at its stats in a minute and realise I don't have the dex for it. We've got these dudes, they're a pain in the butt. Luckily that didn't go off because that would have toxic me. There you go. Using the range of the halberd there to avoid it. Oh, we got a little fun range battle coming on here. See, he misses me there, which makes me think I'm safe. But no, he is quite obviously just having a massive range fight, and I will heal up instead. I was really lucky not to die there. And it looks like I've sped this up, but honestly I haven't. There we go, it's just popped. I will be upgrading my intelligence at some point. I think I do that after the content, because after this I get some practice in with some other stuff, and I head to the new content, but that'll be a new part. So, oh god, that really hurts when I land that on you. Look at that. That is quite a substantial part of my HP. You just thought wearing a helmet would mean that'd hurt less. Maybe he's pecking me directly in the face. There goes one. Quite easy to flinch these things. And is he going to fall off or die? No. They kind of disturb me, those things. They are a bit... I know you get some freaky enemies in the game, but those things are... They just look like they are... I don't know. Look, floating bird. Didn't want to see that in the sky there? That was fun. I was just having a little look, and I didn't really mean to uncover a glitch like that. And we've got the Velkia set there. Mask of Velka, by the way, with Black Knight armor, looks goddamn amazing. It fits so well because it's got little patterns on it, just like the Black Knight armor. That is some swag armor right there. Not too great, but goddamn it looks good. And I'm trying to kick him off, but it didn't work. And I left the lock on, so I'm gonna die. I know I'm gonna die, but goddamn it, I'm gonna look good when I die. So I give him the old plunge attack. I was laughing at that point and wasn't really raging. I activated the dragon, and I'm back where I was. This is how you're supposed to fight this dude. Just stagger him off. Even though the dragon's shaking the screen a bit there. Not helping, bro. Nope. I don't mind knocking onto that bit because he's obviously going to fall off the other end. Yeah, a lot. Ooh, hello, souvenir of a prize. Well, that's pretty cool. Maybe if I get Darkmoons, I'll drop that for somebody. Got the dude running down to meet me, and this is where it starts to get really dangerous with the wall falling off, because I could mess up. I'm trying to kick him, although you can't kick these enemies. There we go. As long as he's out of my way, he's dealt with. Did he die from that fall? He did die from that fall. Good. I think... I know it's a percentage, and here we are the red soaps then. I know it's a percentage as you fall. I just try and blind fire this dude, it doesn't work. I think it's exactly the same percentages for enemies, to be honest. The ones that can die from fall damage take exactly the same percent that you do. And that would make sense to me. But yeah, we've got the red soapstone, so I don't particularly use it very much in this playthrough, seeing as I want to be invaded more than not invaded. I have cut out a bit in this playthrough where I go to the Undead Burg, and I am human waiting to be invaded, and the Undead Burg is quite a hot spot for invasions, and I still don't get invaded. It wasn't like I was doing this at a very particularly odd time or anything either. But I put down my red soapstone and everything while I do my business, and nothing happens. So I figured I'd just cut all that crap out. It's nothing but disappointment. And find some dead dragon here. Who's not particularly hard, just got to poke him in the butt a few times. Although, when you're down here, when he leans over to breathe at you, like that, you kind of don't want to be on that foot, because he will potentially knock you off. And it's kind of a cheap job, really. He's a massive, huge dragon using all these poison attacks on you and all these other cool stuff, and he can slam you. And what does he do to kill you? What's the most threatening thing? His like standard animation just clips through and you fall through a railing. It is like his most dangerous attack. Treat him with incompetence for this thing. There we go. The thing looks scary, but to be honest, it does a hell of a lot of damage. But it's easy as hell. And, ooh, you almost knocked me off there. We'll glitch you through that. I don't even know why I'm running away from that crap. Because I could just stand there and take it. It's not like that. Poison can be that dangerous. All I need to do is hit it one more time. I guess I was more worried about you being knocked off, because I know it can happen. And we're going to go take the shortcut from now on. This is going to be... Where am I? I think I might go down to the bottom bit and take the shortcut that way instead of jumping and jump attacking the dude. I am completely lost. I don't really particularly know my way around here, because it's sort of complicated going up and down here. Some doors lead to something else, and my doors lead to something else. And, oh, the Painted Guardian set, so I'm after here. Which is down here for some reason. I don't know why a Painted Guardian would leave his duds in the painting. I think if you were like, someone activated the Painted Guardian signal to paint to save the painting, the last place you'd want to be is in the damn painting. If you want to be outside it with your bros, but like maybe this is just a spare. This is an area you fall down to if you make a mistake. It doesn't really make sense. I mean, you fall down there, you make a mistake, and they reward you with finding some gear. So interesting. I don't think I'll be bothered with that dude. And as you see, I'm just going around in circles right now. I've already done all this bit up here, but I don't really. It's not something I really care about because it's. I'm still stalling for an invasion because I am well over level for this area. Maybe this game is dead. Who knows? Maybe I need to get out there and finish my invasions. Like I have the soul level, like I've mentioned earlier in this video, soul level less than 30, and that's when you're like soul level 25-ish. You can nearly invade anywhere in the damn game, and I think I'm really going to do that. I will showcase that build at a certain point. It is not a particularly viable build, and it sort of uses what's that pyromancy? The Iron Flesh pyromancy. As far as I'm concerned, it's like it doesn't really matter what kit you got. If you're using Iron Pyromancy, Iron Flesh, you're not really a PvP threat anymore. You're just kind of a human-controlled mob. Which is kind of the point of the build that I got going on there. So that's going to be interesting. I was just leveling up my stats there. You guys had a good gander while I was jabbering along. I wasn't really paying attention. I will pay more attention to that when it's actually becomes something that's changeable I can actually use. So I think from here on, looking at the length of the video we've got left, I think this is where I start to make my move in Priscilla. And I like the halberd so much while fighting the Priscilla because it makes getting the sword cut very, very easy. A lot of people I know out there still have problems with the tail cut on Priscilla. Other than Calamite, it's one of the harder ones to get. I mean, because she starts off invisible and it's hard to cut something that's not invisible. But the halberd, because you get throwing knives, everyone says, oh, throwing knives are the best because they stick in her, they show you where she is, and they stun her. But to be honest, throwing knives are a bit of red herring. You're going to want a halberd to soar out. And this guy, first time I fought this guy, I killed him without a single problem, and the second time I killed him without a single problem. Recently I've been having some issues, and now he's almost freaking killing me. Now, I know you can parry that. I'm just failing completely. What the hell is that? That is completely early. See, I'm looking at this right now, and I'm seeing how crappy I am at parrying this. But actually, some of the stuff in the forest, I was like, wow, I can't believe I parried that dude. I am definitely in PvP parry mood at the moment during this playthrough, because that guy was, if he was a PvP player, that would have been more closer to the mark, but he's not. I think what really upset me was when I was playing my Power Panther at one point, and we got a really great connection, and I parried one of his Black Knight sword lunges, just like it was a PvE Black Knight lunge, and it was literally the same time. We had a great connection, but it's been a bit harder to try and compensate for some of the lag. So we got some fairy woman here on the side.
One of us thou art not.
You can leave her here, which is kind of nice. I do like non-optional bosses. No, that doesn't make sense. I like optional bosses. But she's got a tail I want, and I'm kind of fed up with this area because it's not giving me any goddamn invasion. So I'm just gonna pick a fight with Priscilla here. I don't know if that actually hit her tail or not. That's not the point of why I'm showcasing the halberd to take this down. But you know the drill. Look for her footprints in the snow. She's around there somewhere. Just one heavy attack and she is visible. That's all it takes. You also see some moves here when she's visible. I usually kill her when she's invisible. So I get to see some moves here that I've never seen her use before. Usually I just cut the tail and then just slice her in half because she's got barely any health. I try and use the running attack to cut off the tail because it's the strongest attack this thing has, and they end up nearly killing her. Look at that! Look at that attack! She just breathes the ice there. It's kind of cool. I've not seen that attack before. So kind of caught me off guard. Usually she just turns visible and swings around. More running attacks that miss. In the end, it's better just to poke it. Some more rolling, some more failing. Bleed on that thing, it's intense. Missed. And poke. That's all you need. Oh no, there you go. I was at a weirder angle. So that's how you get Priscilla's dagger right there. I think that's probably the easiest way. Even easier than like the throwing knives method, which people say. Now I've got the damn dagger. I'm sort of like considering leaving after aggroing her because I've never done that before. So I'm sort of like curious to see what happens if you've aggroed her and go to leave. I'm just like laughing at her because it's like, yeah, you can't follow me out here. Yes, she can. She can freaking follow you out here, and I'm in the middle of nowhere. I'm like, oh crap, what's going on? And she absolutely just obliterates you with this shit, and the cutscene does not trigger. So yeah, you don't want to go out on that plank. She will stomp your ass, something fierce. So there's that. But we will kill Priscilla properly now because I can't stay in this painting forever. How about I'll show the tail cut one more time just to prove that when you know what you're doing, it's kind of cool. So you need to two-hand the halberd and do a heavy attack with a little spin thing, and that will instantly stagger her out of a. Oh, if you don't fuck up like that. Also, it's kind of got a large sweep area, so you're more likely to hit her. There she is, over there. Boom, boom. There you are. I'll just give it a little poke. I do the little thing there. It's not actually a very strong attack, that one. Poke. And. Oh. No, not yet. Oh, this is like. It does a hell of a lot of damage, this thing. She doesn't have much different. There she goes. Just one little poke. I did do the spin attack once, which doesn't do that much damage for what it is. It leaves you completely open, but it has some massive stagger on it. But it does the same as a single-handed poke there, so it looks slick though. So that's the albino waifu taken out because she wouldn't let me leave. I tried. I just wanted a tail. That's all I wanted, but she wouldn't let it. And I was freaking lucky there. I almost lost my humanity. If I died like closer to the plank, then I would not have been able to get that humanity because it would be beyond the point where I would trigger the cutscene and not get it. And I have to go just abandon it. That'd have been a massive fuck you for the game. So I'm kind of glad that it killed me where I did. And we are back outside the painting again. To cut a long story short, I homeworld bone back and completely forget that I've killed Gwendolyn. So the stupid brass knight here just starts kicking my ass, and oh shit, it's getting real. Darkmoon blade. You know shit's about to get real. So I'm like in her face right now. She's got the parrying dagger out, I think that is, so I'm not having any of that. One parry, she's down. So that was kind of interesting, although it did screw me up a bit, because I completely forgot about that, and she's the firekeeper, so this bonfire now goes out. And seeing as I've just come from the painting, I can't homeward bone anywhere but here, so I gotta go and shift my ass and go find a stupid bonfire to warp to. So warp to Firelink's Shrine, save you guys the bother of seeing all that crap, reinforce my Estus, and I'll make my way to the bonfire I think again, and we'll level up the final a couple of times. We've got some nice souls there. I make my endurance I think here to 38 and finally to 39, which will mean that I will have almost exactly, I can't remember the exact number, in fact I think it's exact, I have the exact right amount of stamina at level 39 to fast roll with the Crystal Tintaculist, regular dagger, heat shield, and Belkir's talisman. That gives me the exact right for a fast roll, and I see there. That's exactly what I need. Just turn off my gear here. So that's the gear I'm going to use. That's the also painting guardians. Slightly more weight there. It's like 7.6. Carrot Claw and 7.4, so it's literally less than 0.2 there to get a fast roll, so that just shows how on the money I was with this build, so that's pretty cool. So one last thing before we continue on, I will just go to the Undead Merchant in the Undead Burg. I cut out all the fail of invasions and red soapstones, and we're going to get ourselves some Lloyd's Talismans finally. And the orange soapstone. And I'll see you guys in the next part, but right now I got some practicing to do. Catch you guys later.